That Saab has done a big favor with the long list that he said. I'm a very simple person, a professional because of the 20 years that I've been in corporate, chemical engineer by heart, salesman by heart, and I'm leading HR business. As Mr. Dutt said, I've always introduced myself as a business manager. And that's what I would want to do before I start my session. So how many HR professionals in the room who are still sustaining the post-lunch torture? How many of us are HR professionals here? Okay, I'm glad while the audience has dwindled, there are still quite a few. How many of us are business managers here? So I'm going to keep a ratio. So the HR hands, if I thought, there are 50 people here, 35 hands went for HR and 5 hands went for business managers. And I'll take a lead from here and I'll try connecting dots in my session. So the subject that I've picked up is sustainability and HR. What's the HR role? Are we really pioneers and partners? But before I go into the subject, also knowing that I have crunch time, I'm going to take you through some introduction to Thermo Fisher. And it's because when I was approached for Thermo Fisher, I said, Thermo Fisher what? So it's an opportunity for me to tell you a little about what we do and why sustainability is core to my heart, because I'm lucky to work in an organization like Thermo Fisher. So I'll quickly skip through some of the slides. This is what we are, 50,000 people across 50 countries, and when people ask me, Thermo Fisher, what do you do? I tell them I'm a person who is into analytical industry, lab products, consumable, and life science. So we are a very integrated technology company. We take pride in saying we serve science. That's our mission. That's what we do every day. Now, if you work for a company whose mission is to enable the customers make the world healthier, cleaner, safer, you pretty much know what you're doing every day. This is about sustainability. I remember, of 20 years of work experience, 12 has been in banking, and I've been fortunate to have worked for a lot of MNC organizations in past. My resume only talks about brands. I hope one day I become a brand in my own right. I could not tell my kids what do I do. So they will say, Dad, what do you do in HSBC and a couple of other banks that I worked. Deutsche was my last. I said, we make money. We create wealth. But when I joined Thermo Fisher, my daughter then was 8, now she's 11. I've survived 3 years in Thermo Fisher as a head of HR. I actually told my 8-year-old then when I joined, I said my company, and I could not explain analytical instruments, scientific products, so on and so forth. I said I work for a company and I cut the customer piece out for an 8-year-old, didn't want to complicate it for her. I said I work for a company that's making the world healthier, cleaner, safer. Guess what? It was a World Environment Week going on in my daughter's school. She rushed to the school next day, was so happy and proud of her dad, who could never tell what he does earlier. Told the teacher in the class, my dad works for a company that makes the world healthier, cleaner, safer. That moment is still very alive in me as I speak to you. If my 8-year-old kid can be proud of my job, I better not lose pride in my job. So I'm going to start from these data points for you. What do we do? Thank you. What do we do every day? This is what we do. Inspire our employees to do what we do well, which is helping our customer make the world healthier, cleaner, safer. So all the dots I connect as an HR manager, that's my title, and as I said at heart, I'm a pure business manager. We connect the dots for our employees that every day you wake up, you're helping somebody in a way or two. And I'll give you a few examples. Let me give you the global example, and then I'll bring you back to what we do locally. This is what we do.